this scene between Peggy and Ginsberg, it's like, if this was a novel, I would have read that little bit of dialogue like 10 times, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. This episode is so interesting because everything that is said, even more, like, okay, Mad Men is a show with a lot of layers, but like, I feel like the layers are thicker than ever in this episode. Everything, every little bit of dialogue is a mystery with obscuring something else. And also, the way that, like, Don seems to have had some sort of crisis off-screen is really interesting to me, too.
I would like to know who directed this episode.
Good question.
Because it has a very disjointed feel. Don's crisis off screen was odd. I don't quite know if I'm following what Roger was talking about.
I don't think so either.
What?
I'm not following it either.
Roger pointed at a map and was
Lake Placid. I've heard that name before, and I don't know what it's referring to.
Well, I
Well, it's a
mean,
place up in upstate.
Well, I know,
Well, yeah,
I know,
but
but I've heard it in some sort of context.
Maybe-
that I know.
did you get the twin reference though? I mean,
No.
That was an earlier episode when he invited twins in, and one of them had an accident.
Oh, right.
One of them had an accident.
No, he had a heart
He
attack.
had the heart attack, and then that's why Don was like, "Oh, I do remember twins, and you're winding up in the hospital."
Right. So, but I don't understand what they were doing or what Howard Johnson's had to do with anything.
I think that was just a reference to a hotel. They're gonna go there
Well,
and
I
stay
know,
in a
but,
hotel,
like,
but
Yeah.
But
I don't
also
know.
the way there's little fades between the scenes and the music.
And
I mean, this is being played like this is being played
Yeah, the
more.
filters.
This episode is being played as more of a genre piece than ever.
Mm-hmm.
It feels unlike Mad Men. There's no Joan, for instance. All the characters are kind of off.
Right.
Everybody seems to be like twisted a little to the
Well,
left.
one
or
sort of
something.
practical thing is that this season had to cut back on the budget a lot, and so I think that the reason we're not seeing as much of Joan and a lot of other characters is because they're trying to like minimize the appearance of certain characters per episode so that they cost less. So I think that's one thing that's happening here.
Can't afford the booze.
Hot.
That's my contribution.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this is gonna go.